Hello, everybody. Uh, Hope your Thursday is going pretty well for you. This is just Chris by myself. Well, a chance to, I guess, game and stream by myself since I have the time. And obviously, normally Ethan and Emory are with me whenever I'm streaming, especially on Fortnite, but um, they are off doing some stuff, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to stream myself playing a side of Fortnite that a lot of people either forget or, well, yeah, I guess people tend to forget there is a story mode side to Fortnite, and technically this side of Fortnite came out before the PvP side of Fortnite existed. Um, I did not play it that far back, but I am one of the OG founding members of Save the World, and I can vouch for that because I own one of the founders packs that you used to be able to purchase, which comes with a variety of perks, one of which is that I can routinely earn unlimited amounts of V-Bucks. So I guess you could say I essentially get V-Bucks for free as often as I want, whereas most people have to, buy V-Bucks via the store. So, like I said, this is the story mode side of Fortnite. Um, you would normally access it by, well, you access it now by going down here, kind of where it has the buy epic filters, and you would pick Save the World. Right now, you can only access Save the World if you own it. You do have to purchase access for it, which last I saw it runs about $20 to buy access to the story mode. In my opinion, it is worth purchasing because it does give you um, story missions and things to do that might appeal to people who like playing a more cooperative mode in a game. Um, Save the World is co-op for up to 4 people, and um, you don't have to play every mission with 4 people. You can play solo, but you can play up to 4 people in a mission. And so basically, as you can see by my screen, um, Save the World offers a variety of quests and challenges you can do. Completing those quests and challenges obviously gives you rewards for Save the World, but they do also give you XP that is applied to your battle pass. So yes, you can level up your Fortnite battle passes by playing Save the World. It used to be you had to play Battle Royale to level up your battle pass, but a while back they changed it so you could level up your battle pass playing Save the World, which is nice for those of us that spend lots of time on this mode, which, yes, I definitely spent lots of time on this mode, as you will see. Um, like I said, we have missions and challenges. There's story missions. There's daily quests, weekly challenges. I haven't really gotten into the war game stuff, but some people like that. And there's usually some extra quests you can do to earn extra rewards. There's lots to do if you want to do it. So we'll do a little tour here of the basic menu of Save the World. So, because I'm kind of assuming some people watching this may or may not really know much about Save the World, so maybe in this stream and in a future one we will kind of do like a little tutorial of how to play it, especially because Save the World will be turning free in a couple weeks, and I'm sure more people will like to play it, and that hopefully this video can serve our fans in terms of helping you understand how Save the World generally works. So anyways, we have this page that has all the quests. Well, it shows you all of your active quests. And we can obviously go back and see previous quests. And your advancement of quests and challenges is pretty much only applies to you. Like, you can help your friends, but like your friends can't really advance for you. You have to complete stuff yourself, which in a way I like, because unlike other games, Save the World, you can't just pay to progress, or, you know, there's only a certain amount of being lazy that you can get away with. So as you can see, we have a map that shows general locations for missions, and each area progressively gets harder. I am technically in the hardest range of missions, but it has been a while since I really picked up Save the World, so I am kind of, getting back into it. So I've been leaning toward easier missions for a while, but and then, well, we'll get into it more, but each area also has a home base that you set up in that region, and then generally speaking, your missions help you expand the storm shield that your base generates to help push back the storm and, of course, save the world. Speaking of which, the basic storyline of Fortnite revolves around the fact that there's this storm that appeared and, of course, mutated most people into zombies, and Of course, your crew is working to push back the storm and save, save the world. And I don't, I don't remember offhand if you end up changing people back into humans, but I would say probably about 90% of the world is mutated into zombies, or as they call them, husks. Or people are probably dead at this point. We don't really know. Now we come over here. Um, we have the command page, which um, basically shows you all of your. Well, one thing is it shows your heroes. Hold on, let me change my skin. Um, One nice thing they added more recently is you can wear the skins that you unlock in Battle Royale in Save the World, but unfortunately, but I do wish I could wear the skins I unlocked here in Battle Royale because, as you'll see at some point, I do own a lot of heroes, and it'd be nice to use their skins, but um, we won't get into this too detailed at the moment. But basically, you command a hero character in most missions. Um, well, yeah, in every mission, and as I'll show you here. Oop, there we go. Heroes are grouped into four different categories. You have soldiers. Um, well, there's two classes that are more combat oriented. One of which is soldiers. Prefer they lean more toward using like assault rifles, shotguns, weapons that have range to them, um, and a lot of their abilities promote using assault rifles. And some of them have an ability that does use a minigun, but they basically specialize in mowing down enemies with high powered machine guns and things like that. The other combat class is our ninjas. Ninjas tend to lean toward using swords and pistols as their favored weapons, but any character can use any weapon. It's just some get bonuses depending on the weapons. There's Outlanders. Outlanders are my kind of favorite class. They lean toward specializing in gathering resources, um, and they have special abilities that improve their damage with pickaxes and the speed at which they damage uh, like rocks and trees and things like that. But they also have a built-in ability that allows them to detect value containers such as treasure chests, so you can find the more valuable loot faster. Um, I mean, all characters can gather resources and open chests and stuff, but Outlanders are more specialized in that, and they also tend to have some good defensive capabilities when it comes to defending bases like shock towers and a robot bear called Teddy, which you'll be seeing when I go do my missions. Um, Outlanders do have some nice bonuses when it comes to sniper weapons, but they also, I mean, pistols and SMGs. But again, every character can use any weapon about equally. It's just, like I said, some get bonuses that lean toward certain types of weapons. And then the fourth class, yeah, are constructors. They are more specialized in building stronger defenses. And as you'll see in many missions, having strong defenses is something that is very valuable. Um, and to that end, um, every constructor has an ability called, well, it's not showing here, but every constructor has an ability called base, which basically provides a shield to your bait to all of the walls within its range. So it makes them stronger and last longer against the horde. Um, and there's some other things down here that we'll get into at another point. Um, like you could make hero loadouts, which we'll get into at another time. And basically, hero loadouts are just like you pick the character that you like. This one is the one you will control during missions, and you can have up to 5 others that provide various bonuses to the one that is your commander. Um, and in the hero loadouts, you can also equip uh, up to 2 gadgets. I'll get into those gadgets a little bit more later. And you can save, I forget how many max hero loadouts you get, but um, you can do like I like to do, and you make loadouts so you can easily switch between, you know, like the types of characters you might be wanting to use. And I think if I go max, I have 7 loadouts I can make, but this first one is the one I use the most because, like I said, I enjoy using Outlanders because they fit my play style very well. Um, you have Defenders. These are temporary heroes that can be deployed during a mission to guard an area within their range. I'll show you how to use them at some point. They they make soloing missions or doing missions with less than 4 people a little bit easier. So we'll go over to the armory. the The biggest thing here is your schematics. These are all of these are all of the weapons and traps that you have available to craft. Unlike Battle Royale, in Save the World, for the most part, you do have to craft your own weapons, and you can customize the perks and bonuses on them, which I'll show you at some point. Um, but this is where every person is going to have a little bit of a unique inventory because everybody likes using different weapons. You can see I have, let's see, I guess it's about, I have about yeah, I have 17 weapons. I guess 18 I have leveled up and ready to be used during missions. Um, a little tip here is some people love having lots of schematics, and that's fine, but realistically, you are, as far as weapons go, you're going to use, I would be surprised if you use more than 20 weapons more than just on occasion. So, um, and then there's traps that you make to help defend your bases. Um, there's not really many that much of a variety of traps in the game, um, but they all fit either being a wall trap, a ceiling trap, or a floor trap. And I'll show you how to use the traps during missions. By the way, um, it is usually very wise to have. Well, I have two explosive weapons that I like using, but it's good to have access to using rocket launchers and explosives because um, they tend to be very good at wiping out lots of zombies very quickly. The only downside is you burn through their durability faster than most other weapons. Yeah, and as you will see in this game, your weapons have a durability bar, so you don't just permanently make a weapon and that's it. You have to be able to you have to have the resources to make them routinely, um, which means sometimes you'd have to go do some missions purely for the purpose of collecting resources. And here we have our backpack. This is the inventory of stuff you have during your missions. Um, so over here, it shows my schematics and what stuff I can currently make. We'll show you how that works in missions. This lists the guns that I have available to use. We tab over, and I have some melee weapons I can use. Which, by the way, we make a habit of recycling the junk weapons we get, which is good to do anyways because when you recycle weapons, it's a good idea to recycle weapons before they break because then you get back a portion of the resources used to make them. And here you see ammo. Um, you can find ammo during missions, but you can also craft ammo. And of course, here we have traps. I have a bunch left over from previous missions, so. And this is. Finding traps is actually where you're going to generate most of your recycled resources because I find traps valuable for that. And this tab just shows me all the resources I have available to craft things with. Um, we have everything from basic materials to like gems and things like that um, that we make stuff with, and yes, we even craft stuff with bacon and flowers. I, well, we mostly use the bacon to craft healing pads and the hero pads, but I think that's the only thing I use it for at the moment. No, we use it for the gas traps. I guess I just realized we kill zombies with the gas from bacon grease. Well, I guess that's a flavorful way to die. And as you go through the game, you unlock some extra storage you can make use of. Um, so that's like the extra storage is a good place to store. At least I find it a good place to store extra wood, metal, and brick because you use that a lot during missions and sometimes while storing extras in your storage then allows you to quickly access it between missions and you don't you don't always have to spend every mission um, just gathering basic resources. You have the collection book, which the collection book is basically this game's version of an index, and your one task is you try to fill up your collection book with the extra heroes, weapon schematics, and traps. Oh yeah, and survivors. I just realized I forgot. Survivors is they're just like the extra civilians and stuff and people like that that you find in your that you find and rescue and they can then be used to fill out survivor squads and um, they are how you boost. Well, they're the big way that you boost your character's stats during missions. Like you can see how much, like the stats that each of them contribute, um, and you also can get extra bonuses based on the survivors in each squad. I'll get into the details of that later. Um, yeah, and this some of these tabs are a little more recent. I'll get into them another time. Obviously, have your locker for your loadouts, and
Yeah.
then over
Swallow the phone.
and then over here you have your llama exchange where you can use the tickets you get from your missions to buy llamas. Um,
I've got nothing to hide.
and llamas are the primary way you're going to pick up more heroes, weapons, traps, and survivors to use. You can get them as rewards for missions and challenges, but the majority of your new stuff is going to come from buying llamas. Um, there's the
What you
basic
see is what you get.
there's basic upgrade llamas, and then um, it rotates special
Okay,
llamas.
pretend to be surprised.
You used to not know what was in them till you opened them, but now you do. You still should buy and open as many llamas as you can, as often as you can, so you can build up your arsenal of stuff for missions. As you can see up there in the corner, my power level is 130, and I got there by, well, obviously progressing the game, but lots of opening llamas. This is the tab that shows the seasonal llamas and any extra llamas you might have, like mini llamas to claim. And then over here is the gold shop where you can use your gold to purchase special things that special seasonal things that show up, and also buy a limited amount of resources. All of these resources are used for leveling stuff up during the game, which we'll get into those later. Okay, so I figure it's time to get into doing a few missions so you can see how the game generally works. And at the moment, I'm mostly focusing on completing one of my daily quests, and we might get into one or two of these.
All right, team. Do not be alarmed, but we have just received the following bottled memorandum. Attention, Greater Stone Plank and Twine area. Cower in fear. We be coming for ye treasures. Yours in plunder, Blakebeard and Keelhaul. Pirates at large.
Oh, yes!
This is good news to you?
Oh, no, we are in terrible danger.
But you built a robot that will solve one infinitesimally small part of the problem.
Yes.
Okay, and as we play the game, you will meet I guess you would say, the main cast and characters of the Save the World story. The main one, which is Ray, she's like a little robot that Dr. Vendertech created that more or less runs home base and, helps get you all the tech that you need. And there are other people you'll meet as we go along. So we have to go find some garden gnomes. And you'll know the garden gnomes when you see them. By the way, running joke that, well, actually I'm not joking, the garden gnomes are very evil, as you will see. So we'll go find ourselves a mission so you can kind of get a feel for how these missions play out. As you can see, each map has a variety of missions you can pick from. You should definitely pick ones that are close, at least close to your power level. See, this one would say recommended power level 5. Obviously, well, I don't know. I think I'm not high enough for this. I'm 130 and it's level 5, so it'll definitely be hard. But as you can see, each mission has rewards. Some of the rewards that are listed you only get the first time you complete the mission, and some rewards you get every time. And the mission rewards reset daily at, well, for me, it's about 8 o'clock when when the missions reset. Um, but they do reset daily. So I guess we'll go in this city. As you can see, this one's only power level 15, so it'll be easy for me, but we'll go do this mission and I guess help out whatever newbies might be doing this mission. This is a mission to help launch our research van into space so he can go do more research. Okay, as you can see, lots of stuff on my screen. I will explain some of it as we're going along. Right now, I am playing as the Outlander known as Pathfinder Jess. She is, in my opinion, one of the best Outlanders you can have because she definitely specializes in gathering resources. She Okay, there we go. Fixed a small thing.
Have you considered meditation?
As you can see, I break stuff very quickly, but we're gonna go focus on our side objective, and then, well, I guess they want to start the mission objective early. So we'll agree to that.
We've got a bonus in play.
So here's one of the garden gnomes we have to destroy. Like I said, garden gnomes are very evil.
Can't.
We'll go help them in a minute. We're gonna go find these garden gnomes. Some daily missions require doing a couple of missions for. Okay. Well, we got all the garden gnomes, because as you can see, like some objectives you will get credit for if anybody in the mission does it, but some objectives you will only get credit for if you complete it.
I did that.
So I guess we'll go do this. And as I said, we are. Well, you can't see it because of all the walls, but the there's a guy named Lars. He has a van that has a big hot air balloon on it, and he flies up into the clouds to research the storm. So every so often we do missions to help him
30 seconds left to go.
recharge his energy so he can get back up in the clouds, as he says. And part of our objective is, well, our objective is to defend the van while it charges up.
Back up.
Bonus challenge success. Good job, team. Not bad. I think we'll need a little more blue glow. Add blue glow and get ready to defend the van. Flip the switch when you're ready.
Okay, I guess we're starting up round 2.
We've got a bonus in play.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess we need to introduce everybody to the most popular member of the squad, also known as Teddy. He is a very lovable and cuddly bear, unless you are not a bear. And we do have a mini boss, which for me, this mini boss is not very difficult, but when I was level 15, the mini boss took a little effort. Okay. There we go. Many bosses drop their own loot, and one of which is some extra gold. Here we can deploy another Teddy. The ability's all charged up. Sadly, Teddy only lasts for about 30 seconds, but now I have the ability to deploy my own little hover robot.
Seconds left to go.
30 seconds.
Launch in 3, 2, 1, lift off! Bonus challenge success! Good job, team!
And there we have it. And we'll claim our rewards. You get rewards based on the overall performance of the people in the mission. So the more everybody contributes, the better rewards everybody gets. Imagine that, getting rewards based on team performance. And we got level 4 loot. You'll usually get level 4 loot in most missions unless you're either really bad or you do really good, but anything over level 4 really isn't, in my opinion, not really worth the effort because the rewards really are not that much better. As long as you get up to level 4, I usually consider that to be a good mission. And we'll get a reward for the daily, which includes some bonus gold, some bonus V-Bucks, bonus XP, and some bonus tickets. And we completed another objective, so we got some extra survivors. I don't need them, but it's always nice to get extra rewards. And we collect our boss reward of some extra gold. We'll automatically recycle them. And there we have it. We have some extra stuff. And then, it might show. So, see, I got the XP from doing Save the World. So then when I go back over here to the menu, it shows up as having earned some Battle Pass XP, which is always nice, right? So I think I'll leave it there for the moment. I figured you guys would like seeing a little bit of Save the World, and I'll definitely do some more streams of Save the World in the future. Because like I said, I'm definitely getting more back into it, and it's definitely a fun mode to play. Some would say it's the more chill side of Fortnite, but once I show you the level of missions that I would actually be going and doing, the zombies are anything but chill sometimes. And I'll just give you a hint, the zombies do not care how well you can crank 90s. They just go straight through it. So with that, I think we'll bring this stream to an end. And of course, if you liked what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. Maybe subscribe to our channel. Well, I guess to my channel, and we will see you whenever the next opportunity to stream will be. Who knows? It could be later today, it could be next week. We never know.